Okay, sa video na to matututunan nyo kung paano mag-sketch ng graph ng parabola na ang vertex ay located sa HK. Also, in this video, you will learn how to locate the vertex, the focus, and the endpoints of the latus rectum. You're going to learn also in this video how to determine the equation of the directrix and equation of the axis of symmetry. But before that, let's first have a review of the different standard equations of parabola with vertex at HK. Now, we have here number one equation of the parabola with vertex at HK. The equation is square of y minus k equals 4c times quantity x minus h. Quadratic, cy variable, and cx variable is linear. Okay? And the equivalent graph is this one. The graph of this equation is a parabola opens to the right. Okay? Doon siya bukas sa kanan. And the focus is located to the right of the vertex, while the directrix is located to the left of the vertex. Still, ang distance pa rin ng, ng focus dun sa ating vertex is the focal distance C. At ang horizontal distance of the directrix to the vertex is also C. Okay? And then, the endpoints of the latus rectum, okay, or the latus rectum will pass through the focus. At yung endpoints na yun, tatawagin pa rin natin E sub 1 and E sub 2. And the distance of one of the ends of the latus rectum to the focus is 2C. Ganun din itong isa, 2C rin. So, the total length of the latus rectum is equal to 4C, which is actually what we're going to determine on the equation. 4C actually here is the length of the latus rectum. Okay? Now, how about the second equation? The second equation is square of y minus k equals negative 4c times quantity x minus h. Again, quadratic si y, linear si x, and then the graph of this equation is a parabola opens to the left. Okay? The focus is located to the left side of the vertex while the directrix is located to the right side of the vertex. Okay? Now, these two equations ay halos magkatulad. Ang pagkakaiba lang nila is the sign ng right side of the equation. Kapag opens to the left, na 4c is negative, while 4c is positive, and the graph of the parabola opens to the right. Okay? Equations 3 and 4 is a graph of the graph of the parabola of these two equations either opens upward or opens downward. Okay? We have square of x minus h equals 4c times quantity y minus k. The graph of this equation is this parabola. Okay? Naka-open siya sa taas. The other equation is square of x minus h equals negative 4c times quantity y minus k. The graph of this equation is this parabola, and that parabola is opens downward. Parehas din sila, nagkaiba sila sa sign of 4c. Negative, the graph of this parabola is opens downward. Positive, so right side of the equation, the graph of that parabola is opens upward. Okay? Also, these two equations, x is quadratic, y is linear. Okay, so tandaan natin yung mga iba't ibang pagkakaiba ng mga equations na to kasi yung differences nila ang magde-determine yung sa differences din ng graph nila. Okay? It can be opens to the right, opens to the left, yung ating curve, opens upward, and opens downward. Okay? So, each of these equations may equivalent graph. So, kailangan tandaan yon. At napakahalaga nung concept na to, no? Itong concept na to, that the distance from the vertex and distance of vertex to directrix is equals to c, and the length of the latus rectum, which is the distance between the endpoints of the latus rectum, is always equal to 4c. And half of 4c is the distance between the focus to the from one end ng ating latus rectum. Okay? So tandaan natin yan. Napakalaga ng concept na yan. Okay? So for example, given the equation of a parabola, square of x minus 2 equals 12 times quantity y minus 1, find the vertex, focus, directrix, axis of symmetry, length of latus rectum, and its endpoints. Sketch the graph. Okay? Okay, what we're going to do to solve this problem is we're going to compare the given equation of the parabola from our standard equations of parabola with vertex at hk so that we can apply or para malaman natin kung saan yung curve of the parabola ay open. Okay? Kung siya open upward, open downward, open to the right, or open to the left. So, compare natin yung given equation of the parabola so that we can determine all of this. So, doon muna tayo. We have x minus 2 squared equals 12 quantity y minus 1. Yan. Ang isang quadratic dito ay variable x at ang ating variable y is linear. So, any of these two equations ang katulad ng given equation of the parabola. Okay? So, since yung right side of the equation is positive, we're going to adopt this equation. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, katulad siya ng equation number 3 na equation ng parabola. Okay? Ano equation number 3 natin? Sa standard equation, we have square of x minus h equals 4c y minus k. Yan. So, we can easily determine the vertex of the parabola and the length of the latus rectum. Okay? How? Yung ating h here is equal to 2. Okay? At yung ating k is equal to 1. Diba? And 4c, as we all know, is the length of the latus rectum. Therefore, 4c is equals to 12. Then, our answer for the vertex is, vertex is located at hk. Okay, hk. Anong h natin? 2. Ang ating k is 1. Okay? So, nasagot na natin yung isang tanong doon sa problem. Nakuha na natin ang location of the vertex. Okay? Isa. What else? The length of the latus rectum is 4c. Therefore, LR is equal to 4c, which is equal to 12. Ayan, no? Kalagay dito. Yan. Diba? So, ang ating latus rectum is equal to 12. Okay na. So, dalawa na ang ating na-determine, the vertex and length of the latus rectum. Yan. Now, kunin pa natin yung iba, like the focus, the directrix, and axis of symmetry, and then the endpoints of the latus rectum. We can determine all of this by having the initial sketch of the graph ng ating parabola. Okay? Alam natin that our parabola opens upward. Okay? Parabola opens upward. So, I'm going to erase. Nasa taas. Opens upward ang ating parabola. Gawa tayo ng initial sketch ng ating parabola. Opens upward. So, ang ating LR is 12. Ang ating vertex located sa 2, 1. So, 1, 2. Okay? 2, 1. Yan, nandito ang ating vertex. So, kung yung ating parabola ay opens upward, ibig sabihin yan, yung ating focus is on top of the vertex. Okay? Solve muna natin yung focal distance na si C. Okay, ito yung mga values natin. LR equals 2C, equal to 12. Ito yung 4C natin. This is 12. And then half of LR, kailangan natin yon yung 2C, and that is equal to 6. Then we also need the focal distance C. So solving for C. Therefore, C equals, di ba 4C equals 12. Ito, magsimula. So we have 4C equals 12. Therefore, C equals 3. Okay. So yan yung mahalaga nating values na gagamitin natin mamaya. Okay. Yung C is distance from vertex to focus at siya rin yung distance from vertex to directrix. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we're going to count 3 units upward starting from the vertex to locate the position of our focus. So, count tayo ng 3 units upward. So, 1, 2, 3. So, naandito yung ating focus. Okay? So, ating vertex ay naandito. Vertex natin is 2, 1. Okay. So, ang sukat nito ay C, yan ay 3. Okay. So, ang focus natin located sa, bilangan na lang natin, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nasa 2, 4. Okay. And then the directrix. Ang sukat daw from vertex to directrix is also equal to 3 units. So, starting from the vertex, dapat nasa lower part yung ating directrix. So, ibig sabihin, we're going to count 3 units downward naman starting from the vertex. 1, 2, 3. So, naandito yung ating directrix. Horizontal siya doon. Parallel sa x-axis. Okay. Okay. So, ito naman, simula dito hanggang dito is also equal to 3 units. Okay? So, also, the length of the latus rectum is 12 units. Okay? So, yung kalahati niya, 6 units. So, ang latus rectum dadaan sa focus. Okay? So, starting from the focus, we're going to count 6 units to the right and 6 units to the left to determine the endpoints of the latus rectum. Okay? So, we have, galing muna to. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, dito, latus rectum, end, one of the ends ng latus rectum. Sa kanan, sa kaliwa, ganun din. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, ito. Okay? So, yung parabola natin, papaganito siya. So, ito yung endpoints ng latus rectum. Connect na natin. Okay. Naandito yung ating axis of symmetry. Dadaan sa focus. At saka sa vertex. Okay? So, kunin natin yung mga coordinates nila. Para sa vertex, 2, 1. Para sa focus, we have 2, 4. At para sa ends nung latus rectum, we have E1 here. Nung coordinates niya, by counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8, 4. Then E2 o E sub 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4, 2. Negative 4, 4. Okay. How about the equation of the directrix? So, nandito siya, tumama siya sa negative 2 of the negative y-axis. So, horizontal siya. So, we have the equation of the directrix, y equals negative 2. Or that is y plus 2 equals 0. A horizontal line parallel to x-axis, sorry. And then the axis of symmetry is a vertical line parallel to y-axis. Therefore, meron lang siyang isang horizontal distance, and that is equal to 2. Therefore, our axis of symmetry is x equals 2, or x minus 2 equals 0. So, meron na tayong, ito yung mga pinapahanap sa atin. Nakuha na natin si Vertex. Nakuha na natin yung length of the latus rectum. And then, nakuha na natin yung equation of the directrix. Nakuha natin yung equation of the axis of symmetry. Nakuha na natin yung endpoints of the latus rectum. What else? We have also the focus. And then, alam na rin natin, napakita natin, we have the sketch of the graph. So, we have completed kung ano yung nire-require sa atin nung example number 1. Okay? So, we have here this equation of parabola. The equation of this parabola is x minus 2 square of this equals 12 quantity y minus 1. This equation has an equivalent graph of this one, a parabola with vertex at 2, 1, and the graph of this parabola opens upward. Thank you.